Hello, it is your sleepless god, and I know I'm jumping the gun. I know you don't have to say it. I know. Uh, we're at 299. And I'm jumping the gun, bro. I'm jumping it. We're doing book three of what if Percy Jackson got raised by Persephone and Hades. Part one. Let's hit the gas, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I've been ready for fucking like 6 months. Let's do this. Okay. We first we start with Percy running as he's running through the trees, as you see snow on the ground, actually, at this point, as you see him jump through a tree, like there's two trees sticking out, almost like in a V shape, as he jumps through them. As you see arrows, boom, boom, shooting above his head, they see them hitting the tree as he's running. You see him with a mask on, a white mask with like almost like red lipstick, like a smile on the faces, with two lines going down near the eyes, and one of them actually going to like sideways, almost like a cross, like it's crossing out the eye. As uh, he's running, as he's kind of smiling. Actually, he's having a good time. This is not a danger experience for him. As you see, 4 to 5 women just aim, fire. As just you see just 3 arrows. As one of them, he launches a rock. Whew, as that smoke comes after it, is you see a beautiful, like, kind of like green color, as he's like, if you want to try, you gotta try a different trick than that one. As you see 3 arrows, as he dodges all three of them, as it sticks, as he looks at them and says, well, we keep on going. As he runs, as he keeps on moving, as he like dodges a tree, as he keeps on moving, as he finally gets cut off, and you see three women, kind of beautiful, actually, young too, all of them bows leered to him, as three other women right next to him bows leered, as says beast, as one of the older women, kind of very beautiful, actually, if Percy had to say at least, but kind of speaks in the old tongue, like says something like thou or something like that. He can't understand her shit most of the time. Says, as he actually replaced it, like, come on, like, okay, first off, no one have said any of those words since the 1800s. Fick that shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Second, as he looks behind him, as he sees Artemis riding in a white horse, rushing after him, like she's goddamn close. You got to be better than that. He grabs 3 knives, as he throws all three of them, cutting all three of their strings of the bows before they even have time to fire. As he smiles and says, I'll see you ladies maybe tomorrow, if you can catch me. As he stops time for 7 seconds, as he launches off a fucking cliff and does a swan dive into the ocean deep. As you see him wake up in a car. He's driving across he's driving to a highway. He's on a highway right now, it seems like. He looks up as you see Annabeth right next to him. Hey, Secret Brains, we're almost there. Oh, we are? Yeah. Yeah, we are. Come on. Get up. As Annabeth is gotten taller, her hair has gotten a little bit lengthier as well, but as well as that, she kind of looks a little tattered. Kind of like almost like she's been fighting all summer. It almost looks like her, like she's kind of looks like she's prepared. And it's like, how do you, she even asks, like, how do you sleep for, like, we're going on a mission. So he like cracks his neck and he says, talent. Sleep's even worse. As you see Luke driving, as Talia is in the passenger seat, changing the radio every like 5 seconds to a different rock channel. As Luke says, hey, make sure you have your seatbelts on. As Percy says, why? We're half-bloods. Don't we like fight? As you see Luke stir like on the ice, it seems like, and like take a left turn onto like a dirt road. As fucking Percy and Annabeth both slam into the freaking door as Percy like grabs onto Annabeth's like freaking waist as Annabeth kind of like flushes a little bit. You can kind of see it as he sees his deathly smiles. As he starts driving on this dirt road, almost going up to this like castle looking school. He says, "This is why, okay? Black ice kind of sucks. Okay, we're driving in a shitty part of the winter place. Okay." It's like, okay, I understand now. Okay, you don't have to fucking dick me with it. As Luke kind of smiles. As, are you guys ready? As he stops close to the outside as he parks the car and shuts it off. As Talia says, "Why are you shutting it off for?" The noise, obviously. If there is any monsters in there, like our boy Grover said, this will catch them. I'm gonna stay out here. Talia, you go in with Percy and Annabeth, okay? As Talia looks at him and says, "Why?" He says, "Okay, one older kid bringing two older kids back from the party, understandable. Two older kids bringing two younger kids, suspicious. Why do you need two older kids? Plus, me and you are getting old enough where we can't pretend, we both not always can pretend like we're young teenagers anymore." Says, Talia's like looks at him like, "Hey, I still look like I'm 17. You look like you're 20, Talia. You look like you're 20. You look like you're almost able to drink alcohol, okay?" This person's like, "Lover's quarrel?" As Annabeth like hits him in the fucking shoulder. It's like, okay, maybe after the mission, okay? After the mission, you can punch me as much as you want. But not before. That fucking hurt. As Annabeth says, "Don't say stupid things then." He says, "I always say stupid things." As both of them kind of smile at each other as they walk up to the school. As, surprisingly, there's no one there. There's no one there to stop him. There's no one there to do anything. As, he's right now, Percy's using his green eye. Now, if you haven't watched the previous what ifs and I pan you, please do. Like, I need those viewer counts, brother. I'm joking. I don't need all of them. But right now he has 3 abilities. His green eye that can do 2 things. They de-affect the godly energy of other beings. So like with like Dionysus's craziness, he would it doesn't affect him as much as if he was without it. Or Ares' anger. In the first what if, he had that effect where because he cut it off, he could outsmart Ares and actually steal stuff from him because he's smart. After that, he has the chains on his arms called the boosts. He can use each one to give a tiny boost, but it's going to be a long crash, and it takes a while for those things to recharge. And then he has the heart of Kronos. Sorry, I don't remember the names. Kronos. He can stop time, but it makes his because that heart doesn't have as much practice and obviously a mortal's body, it takes a lot out of him. But because of the practice over the summer, same with the chains and the eye, he can fucking ramp that shit up right now. What his practice was, we might talk about that later, but basically he kind of had a little bit of fun with the with some hunters. Let's say that at least. As he walks in, as he looks around, as he sees a teacher, as suit on, 2 different colored eyes, blonde hair, as not blonde but colored hair, like something, I think it was blonde, I believe so. But he's wearing like a hat, as He looks at him and he sees the monster. That's him. But he looks over to the boys as he sees Grover. As Grover rushes out and comes to Percy and comes to Annabeth as he points over to a girl and a boy. He says, "Oh, those are them. Uh, they're really powerful. That's what I believe." As he looks over, as Percy fucking almost faints. With his magical eye, he can also see godly energy. He can figure out which godly parent you are if he looks at you for long enough, at least. Uh, they're both sons and daughter of Hades. That means, in a technical sense, there's his little brother and little sister. With that, though, he looks, staying in his cool, he grabs Annabeth's hand and says, "Let's dance." As Annabeth says, "What? What do you?" As he grabs his hand and starts dancing with her. Now, Percy knows how to dance. There we go. I'm not going to explain why. Percy knows how to dance. As Annabeth says, "Where did you learn how to dance?" As he's starting to dance, as he's glowing closer and closer to the two, boy and girl. Well, as I go, I've been practicing a little bit with a lot of different humans. And the dead sometimes. As Annabeth looks at her and says, "You know you really suck at flirting." As Annabeth's just a little bit taller than Percy at this moment. But you see that Percy is a little bit more muscular and a little like in his frame that it's weird because like it seems like Percy's kind of short but really tough. As he's moving Annabeth carefully around, as he looks at as the girl and the boy are gone, as he sees a door shut, as he says, "Annabeth, get Grover," as he grabs his necklace and pulls it, getting his sword ready as he rushes out the door and busts her. As Annabeth says, "Wait, you gotta," as he says, "There's no time. You have to get Grover, go to Luke, get the car started. I'm gonna get the kids and get going, okay? If there's anything going on, I have to take care of them." As he has that mindset. Family. They're his little brother and little sister in his eyes. Hades took care of him for years. He will take care of these kids. As he rushes out, as he feels something pierce his neck. As he feels the snow crunching. As he looks up, as he sees another monster. Who is he? Shit. As he sees the monster with Luke's throat, as it's a snake-like creature. As he's like, "I don't like the cold." As you hear him says, almost like a French accent. I cannot do a French accent, okay? It's going to be rough. I'm sorry. Two half-bloods and two more as he senses the boy and girl. As the boy says, let me go. As the girl finally says his name. What's his name? Actually, wait. Sorry, 1 second. Fuck. What is this? Shit. I know it too. He's one of my favorite fucking characters from. Now we'll keep on going. As he says his name as Percy puts that in his brain and memorizes it better than I could ever fucking do with names. And he just let the boy and girl go. I'm a god of one of the big threes. I'm way bigger than those two brats. As he smiles and says, "Do you not think we know what these two brats are?" She says, "Shit. I didn't think you knew that much information." As he okay. You know, I'm kind of fast. He says, "What? Boy, speak up." He said, "I'm kind of fast. I just don't blink." He looks in the corner eye, sees the creature just voluntarily blink as he stops time, cutting off the creature's arm, both of them, and then cutting off the tail of the creature that was holding the fucking. As he grabs both of the boy and the girl, and then 7 seconds pass. Start time back up as he opens his eyes and sees this. Ah, ah, ah. As I told you, I'm kind of fast. As you see Talia slash the other creature's head clean off as the snake falls down and crumbles. As the creature looks at him and says, "What did you?" He says, "See? Dark Blade. A little bit different than Celestial Bronze. Doesn't instantly kill you fuckers anymore. Gotta go for the head some days." As you hear like a helicopter as he looks up as he sees humans. What the fuck? As you just hear gunfire as you see Percy get boom hit in the leg as he grabs his other riptide and starts blocking bullets, ripping shots as cuts a bullet in half as he grabs both the boy and the girl and grabs her and protects her as he sees Annabeth gets grabbed by another monster. There's 3 of them as he grabs one of his fucking knives and throws it as it hits the monster in the neck, but it's not deep enough for it to fade as it starts to crumble as he hears boom, 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 and he keeps on getting shot at. He's like, shit, as he takes a deep breath. Stop time for 4 seconds. He starts ripping out as boom, 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 boom. The bullets rip through the tree, but he stops and he runs, grabbing the 2 kids by their necks, or the scraps of their necks, and running, doing a jump, landing, as he sees the monster jump off the cliff with Annabeth, as he's like, no, as he runs, as it's gone. As the other monster gets up with the stab wound still in his neck, he says, "You would pay for that, foul half." As you hear bunches of stab wounds enter his chest, as he poofs away, as you see the hunters. As even with Percy seeing that, he's not worried. As he looks over to Luke, he says, "Luke, are you okay?" As he sees Annabeth's hat by the edge of the cliff, and he fucking screams, just yells. So he grabs it and fucking just puts it in, like, just grabs it, and he walks up to fucking Talia and says, "What were you doing?" As Talia says, "I was fucking clearing the back front, you idiot." As he actually started thinking about it, and he says, "Shit, I should have done that too." As he sees Talia, as Talia has blood, actual blood on her sword. Like, I shouldn't say blood. It's not a lot of blood. She basically hit them a lot. This is what happened. He says, "A shield smashed someone." This is not Celestial Bronze, in a sense. Is this Celestial Bronze? I don't think it should be Celestial Bronze. That's a Medusa's fucking head in that shield. Okay, buckos? As, like, oh, okay. To clear, I shouldn't say her sword. It's her fucking hands. She punched people. You okay? As Luke walks up and, like, actually examines her. As he's still kind of pissed as the hunters come down, grab the girl but doesn't grab the boy. As he doesn't really. As one of the hunters walks up to the girl and says, "Are you?" As you see Percy's blade go to the hunter's neck, as you see a bunch of arrows come to him. As the hunter looks up and says, "What's your?" As he says, "Don't even. I'll take care of her. You get off." As the girl says, "No," like the little girl says, I wanna go with this." Percy drops his blade and puts it into a shaft and says, "Go ahead. I cannot make the decisions for you." As the girl goes with the hunters, and they take care of her a little bit. As he drops down, as the little boy is still kind of sitting there, shocked, obviously. As this is a hard thing to ask, but are you okay? As the little boy looks at it and says, yeah, I'm not. No, that's not what I'm asking. Are you okay up here? I'm a little tired. That's all. As the little boy kind of scared at Percy, because Percy basically appeared. What's his? Gosh, I'm trying to still remember his name. What is it? I know it. Gosh dang, it's on the tip of my fucking. Give me a second. I know what it is. Theo. No, not Theo. What the fuck am I thinking? Theo. That's from a different thing. Oh gosh dang it. What is it? It's part of the story. I'm not trying to make it funny, but it's part of the story. Well, okay, I'm not gonna try to make this video. As he grabs the little boy and puts his up on his shoulders and just says, "Take a nap." As he clips Annabeth's hat to his belt, as the hunters say, "Please follow us. Artemis wants to talk to you." As Percy nods. As this is where we're gonna end the what if. I'll see you guys later. Remember, one more subscriber, please. But I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.